Game Point Sports.
I'm Robbie the Rocket.
And I'm M. Goodnight.
And this is Game Point.
No fingerprints. Tough Talk Tuesday. How you doing, though? Before we get started, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, man. I'm blessed, man.
I'm
blessed, man. I got that sucker free hat on, man. That SF, man. That sucker free hat, man. I'm blessed today, man. Yeah, I said, man, that's what that means. That don't be Frisco. That be sucker free. If you didn't know. I'm still trying to create a change for my people, man.
Yeah.
You know. How you been on Good Night, man? You fired up over there, Good Night, for this Tough Talk Tuesday?
Man, I'm always fired up, excited to be here, excited to be alive.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of controversy, a lot of things going on up in the sports world. You got one major thing going on with the four-letter network, ESPN. You got Rachel Nichols versus Maria Taylor, man.
Wow.
What you think about it first before we get to the video?
I mean, when you in a line, like say versus Good Night, when we get in the line, like we the top of the line players, we got sometimes watch who our surroundings is and watch what we say. You get what I'm saying? You don't know who listening, who watching, who feeling you. You don't know you, who don't know you. So I mean, sometimes you got to keep certain stuff to yourself because you never know who's watching you. That's what I feel about the situation.
Definitely, man. That's a fact.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a fact. But
man, what the video talking about? I want to hear it. What did you get out of it?
Man, I listen. I'm always gonna support black people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some shit you just gotta keep to yourself, man. You just can't bring out stuff like in the middle of nowhere, man. You gotta keep that shit at home. Like,
yeah.
I just believe Rachel Nichols, man. She said something. It wasn't nothing that was like too bad, but it's gonna definitely bring a reaction, kind of like just the way she said it and a few words that she put. But we gonna get to the video here shortly. But I mean, it's not a good look for Miss Nichols. And your boy Kwame Brown been eating her up, man. I've been hitting him up too, man, trying to get him on the show, man. See if he gonna come on one day.
Mike got some action, man. One of these days you run into Kwame Brown. If you out there, man, you listening, man, we'd love to have you on the show, man.
I've been working.
Get fired up one good time for you.
I've been working on him. But man, let's hit to the video, man. Rachel Nichols, so we can go keep talking about it a little bit more.
Hey, instead of posting the NBA Finals, why don't you do Doris' Stanley reporter job for the NBA Finals? Because guess what that would clear the way for? For Maria to do the hosting for it. Yeah. So, I have declined. I don't know what their next move is, but they are feeling pressure because of all of that. And I'm trying to figure out like how to just, my thing was that I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which by the way I myself know personally from the female side of it, go for it. Just, find it somewhere else. You're not gonna find it with me. He said to me, in 2 in the afternoon, 3 days from now, you're going to have to be a perfect third question. Yeah. But that's it. That's the average.
We back, man. And this video, this audio came out from over a year ago, and I guess Rachel Nichols still upset, but everybody got their time. Everybody has their time. And man, Rachel Nichols had a long run, man, a long spotlight, man. I wouldn't blame it on the diversity or whatever. I think Maria Taylor may just be better. So I'm riding with Maria Taylor. She's newer, better. Hey, and that's what I want to see.
More exciting too. But I'll say this, man. Old man told me one day, everything got an expiration date. And maybe her time is time to expire. That's how I look at it, you know what I'm saying? Everything got an expiration date. Life, phone, car, everything got an expiration date. So
Time is.
Hey,
they gave her an option. You could work the sidelines. She said, "No, I ain't doing that." And as of today, she was relieved of her sideline duties on the finals this year. And also, I just seen that she was relieved of her of the jump. She's not gonna be on the jump anymore. So what's next? It looked like they're preparing for her exit. She been there for a while. She find her another. She be on Fox Sports.
Somewhere Fox Sports easily on Fox Sports. You know they welcome that to her.
We take your connects here, Rachel. We take your connects here.
You want to come sit with us and talk that thing? You know,
we'll get you back right in the graces of all the fellas. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I know my word.
Yes, sir.
So, did you hear this, Rachel Nichols? Give a shout out to Game Point. We'll get you right.
But at least some of her home, at least some of the colleagues, they had her back. You know, they didn't throw the railroad or nothing. They didn't throw her on the bus like normal people would. You know, like we get thrown under. But you know,
I mean, she didn't. What she said, it wasn't tremendously bad. I mean, but she just got caught saying it. So I mean, I guess it's kind of bad. Like it's. I don't know, man. What's going on in the world, man? I just. It was a bad look, man. I think it was a bad look for Miss Nichols.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
So, I mean, we keep it on moving real quick, though. You know what I'm saying? I see you don't want to talk about it too much, but it's all good. We're going to keep it moving and grooving, and we're going to talk about your boy, Ohtani. The first player in MLB history, which has a long storied history, to be drafted to be voted in the All-Star game as a pitcher and a pitcher and a position player.
Yeah, but like I say, man, this is big. This is big for baseball. Very big. Like it's always been pitchers that can hit in the National League.
Yeah.
But this is something special. Now, he could break history right now. A pitcher leading the league in home runs.
He's leading right now.
You know what I'm saying? Leading the league in home runs. And, you know, shout out to the coach, man, over there in Los Angeles, man, for letting that man pitch and let history. This is going to be history, this All-Star game. And, you know, and it's in Denver, Colorado this year, the All-Star game.
I mean, let me ask you a question, man. I mean, you being a baseball player, you the resident baseball player, you know, the resident Al Bundy, as I would say, you know. He hit 20 homers before the fifth game, stole 100 bases. But anyways, I ain't gonna.
I got you.
I mean, how hard is it to be a hitter and a pitcher, man?
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
You don't see a lot of pitchers that can hit.
You know the word pave waves for people that was killing to do that? Mm-hmm. Like my boy CC Sabathia, man. We trying to get you on the show, CC. If you see this, man, get at me. But Sabathia was one that I really wish I could have seen hit. Because I seen him from the time he was 10 years old to the time he just retired. And he was one of those players that can really hit. But when you're a pitcher, they don't want you to hit. It's like a liability. You get hit by a ball, now you're done. You can't pitch for me these next couple games. Yeah. Versus this guy right here, he's not even an American guy. That's what he make it more even special to, you know, makes it special.
Yeah.
And he paves the ways for people now. Now, you're going to see a lot of pitcher hitters now that can hit. Madison Bumgarner, that used to be on my Giants, was showing, you know, he can do it. This guy right here is something special, man.
He's a real hitter, though. You know, like you say, on pace to lead the MLB in homers right now.
Yes.
You know, this is unheard of. One more question for you, man, before we get to the next topic. Is he greater than the Bambino, Babe Ruth himself? Is he better than him as of right now as a person doing both?
You can never compare no players to the great Babe. I never seen him. I just heard about him. I could see it on film. Back then, baseball wasn't what baseball is now.
True.
So I look at it as I can't compete. You can't compare that. You know what I'm saying? That's not. It's hard.
I'm just saying on a level. Just okay. If you don't
No, you can't.
compare
I
it.
can't do that.
But just say on a level.
I'll be disrespecting the guys.
Is it comparable as level? I mean, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you honestly. Like, I'm not really a big fan of Babe Ruth.
Me
I don't really think he was like the greatest player ever to walk.
He just played in a different time. I don't think Babe wouldn't do the things he did then. Now in baseball. No.
You know, he played in an era where you could drink beer all night.
They was throwing plus. They was throwing smoke
cigarettes
in the dugout.
In the dugout, damn near walking up to the plate, putting out your cigarette. But Babe Ruth gets no props here. Anybody disagree? You can get on.
Yeah.
What you think about it, man?
I think the great Babe, he's one of the greatest. This guy right here, now.
How long does he have to do it for you?
That's what I'm saying. You already took it right out. You already know me like a book. Oh, good night. I'm just thinking it's got to be consistent, and in baseball it's hard to do. You play so many games, you get tired. You're always on the road. You can get burnt out. And I don't see now. If he consistently do this in the league for the next 5 to 6 years, you got to put him on a level of one of the greats. But I think he gonna wear it down because once you start pitching and hitting, it's gonna wear you down.
Well, I mean, we gonna speak, man. We got your man Johnny Dose. He said, Babe Ruth. Are you kidding me? He had more strikeouts than home runs. That's what I think. That's what I think it said. Mm-hmm. He had more strikeouts than home runs.
Yeah.
Shit. You the baseball guy.
Look, I just think
that's Johnny Doe. Thanks for chiming in. No, Johnny Doe.
Johnny Doe. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna compare Playboy to Babe Ruth. It's two different eras. Babe Ruth was playing in World War II. So shoot, 50, 60, 100 years ago. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Baseball has changed. He wouldn't even be. It's no comparison to him that I've seen in my lifetime. Nothing that I've seen. And anybody can say, I'm 44 years old, so I'm saying from the time I was looking at baseball, I haven't seen nothing like this in my life.
I mean, me neither, man. I haven't seen it, haven't heard about it, didn't know it was even possible. You know, like you say, they don't like to have their pitchers hit, but hey, man, go ahead and do your thing, man. This might be setting trends in the new MLB. Because things need to change in the MLB. MLB is definitely stuck in that old school way of doing things. Political. They are too into their old records. They're too into the old baseball non-speakable rules. Like it's too much things going on, and now it's time for baseball to step into the forefront and learn how to be. I mean, and be like in the 20th century.
Well, we need to find. First of all, they need to break the barrier. We never talked about this. I'm going to go a little bit off the subject, but it's about baseball.
All right, hold your thought real quick. Yep. I'm going to let you get in. Mr. GG says Darryl Strawberry was better than Babe Ruth. Now go ahead and hit it.
Darryl Strawberry probably was better than Babe Ruth, but I'm going to say this. Until baseball can get a black catcher, a black one, you ain't never seen one in your life probably. You probably can't name one. Till the end, it's going to always be political. And you're going to always see it. You never...
hold on, man. Hold on. I never thought about it, never seen it. I want to know the reason. What's the reason you believe there's never been a black catcher?
They say that he's more athletic in the field versus catching. They don't believe like a brother can be athletic enough to catch a catcher.
I mean, what does a catcher entail? You have to call do you call the
so you control the game. Just like being a quarterback. Remember how a black quarterback was? We see how they paved the ways for the black quarterback now? They never thought a black quarterback can run a team. They don't think a brother can call a game. Like my nephew, shout out to my nephew, somebody got to break that barrier. And baseball is holding black men back from being catchers.
I got a question for you, but do you think that there is just a lack of black players who want to play catcher?
Man, everybody that was black that I've known didn't try and catch it. I played catcher, but I'm not no catcher, but I've caught before. But that's not something you get beat up, you get nicked, you get always duped.
So what I'm saying is that, is that something that you think
Hey,
that...
but I got some brothers, I played on all black teams all my life.
So you have to have a catcher.
So our catcher was black.
Yeah, but you have
he was wrong.
But you have to have a catcher. You have to have a catcher at that point on an all black team.
Yeah.
But what about when he gets to another team and he's like, shit, I'm done with this catching shit?
They don't give you the Mikhail, just going on experience and being there. They don't give a black catcher a chance. And I wish I could one day, T1, if you watching this, I want you to go on, we're gonna have a segment on this, on black catchers, why they don't have black catchers. And I'm gonna invite some of my black catchers that got drafted. My boy Bernstein, Dave Bernstein, his uncle used to play for y'all. Ron Bernstein, Dave. Yeah. I'm gonna have Ron Bernstein, nephew Dave Bernstein come on here, Zoom me. Dave, I'm gonna have to Zoom you. And Dave gonna give you the history on how this catching is. Dave was raw. Him and CC was back. He caught for CC.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so, but the thing about it is,
that's something I never even
thought of. Huh?
No,
it just came to my mind right now. Until they break barriers on that, it's never gonna be, baseball would never be a even sport for everybody.
Hey, I'm with you on
And some teams don't even have a black player on it. Some professional teams, you gotta be ashamed of yourself. Don't even have a black player on the team. Not one black player. It's some players, some teams don't have one black.
But they consider the Cubans black.
No, we're not considering Dominicans and Cubans. No, that don't count. We talking about, if you Google it right now, I say baseball, 5% black. Not even that. It's maybe 3%.
Yeah, but we're
black.
not playing the game in the inner communities anymore either.
They made it too expensive. A baseball bat, cleats, glove, socks, bag, helmet. That costs $100 million. But a basketball, all you need is some shoes.
Football pretty expensive. We playing that.
I'm gonna say this though. Football-wise, it's a way we used to do it. Equipment was provided to us. You pay a certain fee, you're getting a helmet, you're getting shoulder pads, you're getting thigh pads, you're getting knee pads. All you're paying for is cleats and your fees. So that's cheap. Versus bag, cleats, socks, belt, pants, hat, glove. You might need to buy a batting cage. Some of my partners have batting cages in your house. That's what buying the system. But yeah, until then, y'all though, until they get a black catcher.
Robbie the Rocket, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's your time to start the black catching movement. It's your time to move on, and what we've been talking about for a while is getting our little team getting going on out here. Man, I'm gonna make it happen for you, man. Make you pay
all I want before I die, y'all, is to take an all-black baseball team to a World Series and win it. That's my vision. Until then, I don't think I'm gonna sleep right until I want 11 and 12-year-old kids.
You gonna sleep?
And I'm gonna tell. You know what I'm saying. But I just want to take them to a World Series and win it. Because every time we go with an all-black team, they take stuff away from us. But this time, I'm not gonna give them the pleasure. I'm gonna make sure everything right.
Man, sometimes we be trying to pull a little bit of strings, man.
I mean,
we slicker than oil, you know what I'm saying?
No fingerprints on that one, though, man. Don't ever there's no fingerprints, man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hey, shouts out, man. We gonna dig more deeper into this black catcher thing, man. That's something I never even. But I'm gonna research it, man, and see what it does.
Andre, his name is Johnson. He played for the Marlins. He was only one, right? And you'll never see a left-hand catcher either. Never see a left-hand catcher, and you'll never see a black catcher.
Well, left hand is probably more the way the game is played or something.
Yeah, because you got to throw it, the pitcher, you got to throw it, you can throw it over a person. That's the only reason why if the first left-handed catcher will go be a millionaire. He gonna be the biggest baseball player ever to play the sport. And the left-handed shortstop, never seen one, never will.
I don't even pay attention to them type of
Yeah,
things.
see, that's the politics of baseball. When you talking that baseball fever, you got that baseball. It's All-Star Weekend, man. I'm fired up for these All-Star
coming out
weekend,
here in
man.
Colorado. All-Star weekend,
All-Star Weekend, fired up, man.
You want to shoot out the
Man, I got
the lineup.
I got the lineup, man. Man, in the AL, the catcher, Sal Perez.
Not black.
Not black.
Okay.
I'm out now on this list. I want you to name one black. I want you to count. The name, count. An American League that's starting. Sal Perez, he out of Kansas City. He a catcher. Real nice, can hit the ball. He got power. You got Vladimir Guerrero. Junior.
Okay.
The boy hitting like his daddy, and it's like his third year in the league. And the boy, he's second in the league in RBI. Same league in homers. It'd be about him and Otani, they going back to back. Each day they going back to back. Then we got Marcus Semien. Now, let me tell you a little about this Semien guy. Last year, this guy was on the Oakland A's. Couldn't hit his weight. Now he's making an All-Star game. They go over to Toronto Blue Jays. Hey, McKill, we need to put some money on the Toronto Blue Jays to win it. That's two people on the Blue Jays on an All-Star team that's starting. Then we got Rafael Devers. Now this boy can hit the ball pretty good. You know, he made up for Mookie Betts. He the guy that made up for Mookie Betts in Boston. And then we got the boy that likes to trout out in the field, Mike Trout. Now Trout, this is kind of suspect. The man was just hurt. He just came back 2 weeks ago, and he started an All-Star game. I don't know how that worked. He was out dang near the whole half the season.
It's like that sometimes.
That's politics. But you know what I'm saying? I can't judge him because he don't judge me and I won't judge him. But we got Aaron Judge, the Yankees. You know, that's a great guy. And then we got Teoscar Hernandez, another Blue Jay product. Blue Jays, remember I was talking to you about the Blue Jays? Y'all watch out for them Blue Jays. They got everybody's sons over there on that team. Modesty's son over there too. And then we got to round it out at DH, hashtag pitcher, Otani, who we were just talking about. That's a nice little lineup. I mean, they're a little they got power with Trout and Judge, Bogarts. They got with Guerrero. They got a little bit of power.
We're gonna get more of that on Friday, man. Let's keep it.
And then I got the National League rounding out. Like my boy said, the only busters I fuck with is who? Buster Posey. My Giants, San Francisco Giants. Buster Posey, Freddie Freeman from the Braves, Adam Frazier from Pittsburgh. And look at this here. The man, the myth, the legend. They got rid of him in Denver, sent him over to the Cardinals. Nolan Arenado playing at 3B this year. And then we got the MVP, overall MVP, nothing around it. Fernando Tatis. They got lineup over here in the National League. They got a lineup. Ron Acuna for the Braves, Nick Castellanos for the Reds, and they rounded out Jesse Winkler for the Reds. So they got a nice little lineup. Hey, who you like in that game?
Man, I'm always go with the National League. That's where the city where I'm at. You see where I'm at, that's where they at. I'm riding with the National League.
Y'all gave y'all one All-Star away to the Cardinals.
Hey, you know, it's the ML, it's the Major League Baseball. Everybody got an All-Star.
And forgive me, Rockies fans, I'm a baseball fanatic. I haven't been talking about your Rockies because, you know, if y'all ain't winning, they don't want to talk about them. But I'm still talking about them anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Home records in the league.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all looking good right now.
Worst road records in history.
But y'all looking good right now.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? You got to keep up on your boys,
we looking
man.
less than average.
Keep up on the Rockies,
But we
man.
gonna go talk about these Yankees, right? Who fourth place in their division. They might not make it, and they got all that money spent over there. You say you don't like. What's your quick?
Look, you know what I was gonna tell you? I say how they buy teams and don't never win it. They got a full all-star roster team over there that ain't winning it.
Like buying a Lamborghini, but you can't get it off
the
shop.
They got every player. They got pitching. Now, I'm going to tell you, though, the sleeper, y'all, I like the Blue Jays, and I like, in my American League this year, I like the Blue Jays, but I like the Green A's, too, because, you know, they're Oakland. But, in coming out the National League, I'm a Giants fan. But the National League right now, You got to take it up.
Before we get up out of baseball, I want you to tell me where's Oakland going? Because they about to be out of where the A's going? Because they about to be out of Oakland.
They're going to Vegas.
They're going to Vegas.
They're going to Vegas, and the market is good. When I was just in Vegas 2 months ago.
Why can't Oakland keep a team?
The market is not that great. That's like a market. Okay, remember when I said I could compare a Denver to an Oakland? They would want to go to Denver before Oakland. Because the market is big. It may be a bigger market in Oakland, like in terms of money-wise, Silicon Valley right there. But other than that, Oakland is not the greatest market. They won't have no more teams after the A's leave.
They out of there.
It's the ghetto. The property, the taxes, you're charging ghetto people that can't afford to pay their light bill, to pay for a stadium that they can't even afford to pay their house note.
Hey, I hear you, man.
Vegas gonna generate money. It's gonna bring, and in Vegas ain't been a hop, skip, and a jump to from California. Yeah. So
So I mean, what's next on the agenda? What you got on the list over there, man?
Man, I was gonna say, we're gonna do that on Top Talk Tuesdays. I was gonna tell you. Yeah. Let's get on. I want to ask you this question. I was told that we gonna get a little football. This has been dining on me. What do you feel y'all identity gonna be this year with Aaron Rodgers? I just want to
if we get Aaron Rodgers, we championship.
So I'm gonna say
or bust. If we don't get Aaron Rodgers, we gonna be struggling to make the playoffs. But the roster's good. I'm not even gonna. That's just what it is. The roster's good. Teddy Two Gloves is gonna be here. He's gonna win us some games. We gonna be stick to the running game. The identity's gonna be running, pound them, hit them with the home run with these receivers we got, and play good defense. You all know the routine to win games. If you run the ball, control the ball. Hey, I'm with 3 yards a pop, man. The ball don't stop.
I'm still kind of so on lock. I'm optimistic. You know what the word optimistic is? Yeah. If he can just I don't think Teddy Bridgewater can help y'all.
Okay.
I don't think Teddy Bridgewater can save y'all. I don't think Aaron Rodgers can save y'all. Okay. But I think
Drew Lock.
I think with a year or two with Aaron Rodgers here, that helps Drew Lock, develop.
If Aaron Rodgers comes here, Drew Lock is out of here.
And Teddy Bridgewater be gone. They're gonna keep Drew Lock.
They're both out of here.
They're gonna keep Drew Lock.
All right, man. Let's go to the. We're gonna preview a division. You know what I'm saying, every show.
Yeah.
In today's show, we're gonna preview the NFC South, where you got the Buccaneers, you got the Falcons, you got the Carolina Panthers, and you got the New Orleans Saints. We're going to start it off with the ones at the top. First of all, who you got winning that division?
I got to go with the reigning champions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll start off talking with them and my reasons why. They re-signed your boy Antonio Brown, as you know. Great signing. They got all returning starters coming back. They got the man, the myth, the legend, the great Tom Brady. So I got Tampa Bay at the top of the list, winning the division. When we got 17 games this year, I got them going 11-6 this year, Tampa Bay.
11-6. So let me say, Tampa Bay, I got them definitely winning the division. They got some. They brought back most of their starters. Man, they franchised good when they brought back Levante David, Shaq Barrett, Nunez, Roaches, Kevin Minter, Aaron Stimmy, Ryan Suckup, and they gave Rob Gronkowski $10 million. So they brought back their team. I got them to win this division, but I don't know if they're gonna win the championship.
It's hard to repeat, brother. It's not hard.
But you rarely get to keep your team together like that, so we're going to see what they're going to do.
Now, I'm going to say this. You remember how we gonna knock on wood for these guys, because I don't prevail. They're an injury or two away from not even being.
That's anybody, man.
But I mean, they got everybody returning, so they got depth. They got depth. Think about it, they got depth. They got depth, so you can't use that as an excuse, but I'm saying.
But you use that as a blanket statement. You can say that for any team.
They're a superstar away. and from not winning, not getting
No,
back.
they're Tom Brady away from that. If he
I didn't say Tom Brady. You said Tom Brady.
That's the only way.
I didn't say that man
I don't see him
name.
winning it, but I'll see him winning the NFC. Let's go to Atlanta. And breaking news: Giannis is in the starting lineup tonight. He is gonna play.
Oh, wow.
In the starting lineup. So
Give me Phoenix by 3 tonight.
Okay.
Phoenix by 3 tonight.
Let's get back to this.
I'm going with Mark Anthony to win it, but Phoenix by 3.
Let's get back to this AFC South. Let's go to the Saints with the loss of Drew Brees, loss of Janoris Jenkins, loss of Jared Cook, Jameis Winston. He's back probably in a starting role. What you think about the Saints? What they gonna do?
They got some up and coming superstars I checked out with Kawan Baker.
Okay.
This guy out of Southern Alabama, nice receiver. Nice, he's nice. I watched little highlights of him today. He's pretty nice. They signed him with a 4-year deal contract. Got another rookie coming out of Notre Dame, that quarterback out of Notre Dame. Now, this is interesting here, brother. That Ian Book out of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
You got Jameis Winston. You got Ian Book. What's the name? Taysom Hill. He's not going to be the quarterback. So just get that. He's more of a.
You got Winston.
Yeah, that's what Jameis Winston, famous Jameis. You got famous Jameis and Ian Book. The boy up out of Notre Dame ain't bad. He's not a Drew Brees, but he ain't bad. Now, I sat here today because I knew we was gonna get on this Jameis Winston guy. I'm thinking he had the superstars in Tampa Bay, and what did he do? He threw for the most touchdowns that season, but the most interceptions. Now he got a season under his belt to where he's gonna be the guy, because he's going into training camp as the guy. Do you think with all those weapons, it's gonna make him a better player than he was at Tampa Bay?
Well, shoot, he had good weapons there.
Yeah.
He just couldn't throw it to the right team a lot, and he fumbled a lot. But if you look at Jameis Winston's stats in his first few years compared to Peyton Manning's stats, they were damn near identical.
Yeah.
And you talk about they don't like the black man playing quarterback. I don't feel that he got a raw deal out there in Tampa or in other teams when I'll take Brady over Jameis any day. So when he was a free agent, man, he had to just go get what he could because nobody offered him anything. But the dude, the year before he went out, he led the league in passing. He just led the league in interceptions.
Yeah, but
and you can get better on that.
Yeah, but
the dude was stealing crab legs and doing all kinds of things, man. But I think Jameis Winston is already a proven quarterback. All he got to do is cut down on the interceptions. He's good.
I'll say this. This year is make or break him this year. Performer of the bus.
11 wins. What you got them going?
I got Jameis Winston them going 10-7.
10-7. I got them going 11-6, 17 game season. Got them making the playoffs.
I got them missing the playoffs by a game. Tampa Bay getting over them with the tiebreaker.
Yeah, but I got them in the wild card.
Wild card's gonna be too wild in the Wild Wild West. We'll talk about the Wild Wild West later on down the line.
Then let's go to the Falcons real quick. They lost Julio Jones. They still got Matt Ryan.
All right, look. What I'm anxious to see right now on the Falcons is only one person. Is that tied in Pitts. He's an actual receiver / tight end. That's what Matty Ice needed. Somebody like a Gonzalez, like that type of format, Tony Gonzalez type format. He needed one of them type tight ends because they gonna put cornerbacks on this tight end. That's gonna be a lot of mismatches when it comes to weight and comes to jumping up for the ball, comes to running routes, boxing men out. So I'm anxious to see how they regroup with Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley led the team last year in receiving yards and touchdowns. So with him and Pitts, they went young. They went young on us. Everybody's going young now. So you got to look at it as I want to just see what Matty Ice can do with them two youngsters with a little mixture of what they got with them draft picks they got this year.
I think that Matty Ice is past his prime, and Matty Ice needs to get the F up out of here, man. I am not a Matty Ice fan.
I got him going 6-11 this year.
6-11. I got him going 5-12.
5-12.
And then let's go to the Panthers. They got McCaffrey returning. You got Sam Darnold going there. What you think about him?
I say this is the reward of Sammy Darnold. I say Sammy Darnold, you're going to go to Carolina. You're in a better situation. You got a better running game over there for you, Sammy Darnold. You got probably better coaching over there, Sammy Darnold. You get in a better situation. I got Sammy Darnold. I got McCaffrey having a better year when he's not so banged up. I think they drafted a running back to help him out, so he's not so banged up right now. So I like Carolina finishing.
He only played 3 games, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's healthy now. He ain't got a lot of rest. I like Carolina finishing at the bottom of the pack, just due to that. They don't just have. I just think Atlanta Falcons is a little bit more. They're better, just a little bit better than them. And I got them going 6-11 too.
I got them with the same record, going 5-12. It's a 2-team race up there in NFC West. That is NFC South. That is our NFC South predictions. Our next one will be the AFC South. Next on our next show
on Friday.
Another big news. More big news in the NFL. N'Keal Harry, he requesting a trade, man. He wants to get up out of New England. I want too.
Whoa.
He wants to get out of New England.
But I mean,
he's not even that good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Hey man, let's get to this hope, man. We got the NBA Finals preview going on before we get to this Tough Talk Tuesday edition, when we be talking about the treatment of Sha'Carri Richardson. But let's talk about this NBA real quick, man. Let's talk about who you got first, why you got him, what's the key.
Well, I look at it like this. I sat back and I dissected everything like I normally do, brother. And I came to the conclusion, Phoenix is hot. They're the hotter team. They're coming in a little hot. They're not as banged up as Milwaukee. But what overturns me making this decision, they have no answer for the guy, the Greek freak. So I'm going with Milwaukee in 6 in this game.
I'm going Milwaukee 5 gentlemen sweep, and it has really nothing to do with Giannis playing. It has something to do with Chris Middleton.
So you said Chris Middleton will be our key guy to winning this series?
Chris Middleton and the guy.
I like Holiday.
Holiday's gonna be the one that puts the clamps on Chris Paul. All that pick and roll action.
But can Lopez stay out of foul trouble with Ayton?
Lopez is gonna bring Ayton away from the key, keep it out of the paint, and he's not gonna be so dominating at that point.
And they do got your boy PJ Tucker over there clamping stuff down, even though he remind me of your boy Beverly. Them two, they just like two, like scrappy. Like they don't score a lot of points, but they presence is known when they in the game. They little pesky little, and I like him too. So we can't, man. Yeah, like I said, I'll take Milwaukee in 6.
I think Holiday and Middleton are going to be the key. Actually, when Giannis were out, man, they played better team basketball, moved the ball a lot. It wasn't worried about Giannis going to the hole. But yeah, Phoenix, regardless of who they face, they did what they had to do. It's a great team over there. Chris Paul could be destined for greatness. He could be a. The greatness, man. I didn't see all these comments, but he could be destined for greatness.
Yeah, my boy say Tucker, Jaron Humphrey say Tucker the key to this series. You right, brother. That's what I seen. I'm like, he a little scrappy person. He runs around, does his thing. You got the point there too. You see what I'm seeing? And you say the Bucks in 5. I say they steal this one this week, this game. Milwaukee take the next 2, it's gonna go 6 for sure. It's not going no less than 6. This one, and I got him in 4-2. I got him Jamon Humphrey. I got him 4-2.
Gentlemen sweep. I mean, what you think about Chris Paul though?
Chris Paul.
Is he destined to get him one?
You know how you always get there, but you always fall short of the glory every time you get there? I think it's just a generation curse. Not a generation curse. I just think it's you just can't win it. If he can take down this one, what do you think about Chris Paul and his legacy if he took down Giannis? Do you think his legacy is stamped to where he's going to be always one of the greats?
Signed, stamped, still delivered. He wins it. He wins it. Hey man, he's signed, stamped, still delivered. Man, put him a bust in 4 NBA cities. Put him a statue in 4 NBA cities. Man, Chris Paul did his thing. Stephanie P says fear the deer. She says fear the deer. She's going with Milwaukee.
They say Max on CP and Tucker on Booker.
And then what's that?
That's Jamon Humphrey.
Jamon?
Yep, Jamon Humphrey.
I mean, I think the end of the run, just like Boys and Men said, come to the end of the road. I think that it's end of the road for Phoenix, man. I don't even want to say, they took control of the Lakers series. They were down, I believe, in that series till Anthony Davis got hurt. Come to the next series, you play a Denver team without the Jamal Murray, and then without a couple other players, a couple guys who were just on the street.
And a couple guys that they just traded, like for nothing.
So, yeah. I mean, then you play a Clippers team without Kawhi Leonard, so they did what they were supposed to do. Let's see if they can beat a team that's full strength.
And that team is at 85%. The team they can already play ain't even at full strength.
But they're more full strength than anybody they played so far.
Yeah, and I think Milwaukee got a little bit better bench than with Portis and them coming off the bench than Phoenix do.
Phoenix Phoenix got I cannot stand what's the dude who took the Cameron Payne, man? He looks like a squirrel. Man, he's definitely went to the Chris Paul, LeBron James acting class. Mm-hmm. I mean, this guy...
They all live together.
I can't stand that guy, man. I cannot stand Cameron Payne, man. I don't like how he looks, don't like how he plays, but they do have him coming off the bench, and he's an okay player. He's in the NBA, so he's all to the good. I mean, I think Phoenix might have a deeper bench. Yeah. I think it's gonna come down. Coaching. And if it comes down to coaching, I would have to go with Phoenix because I don't like that guy. The Milwaukee coaches look like an average guy.
Right, now I will say this: it will be nice for a brother to win one.
Not that the man looks like a squirrel. LOL. Sounds personal, Mr. DG. It's not personal. I'm just stating what I see. But I don't like Payne, man. I don't like Payne.
Yeah, I mean,
but I do have the Suns in 5.
You got the Milwaukee in 5.
Bucks in 5. Gentlemen sweep. Let your boy Giannis get him 1. But it's Tough Talk Tuesday. What you guys think? Got anything else about the NBA? What's your bet, man? Tell me a spread. Give me a bet before we get up out of here and head to the second half.
Give me the Suns -3 tonight.
Suns -3. You heard it, Robbie the Rocket.
In an over, I'd say over 224. I'll take the under 224. Suns -3, under 224. 93-98.
You heard it from Robbie the Rocket. Suns -3, go under 224. And if I'll give you his email number if you lose the.
Hey, don't.
If you lose
I ain't Robbie the Greek.
I'll shoot you his email number. He usually states he's Robbie the Greek.
Yeah, Robbie the Greek.
He says Suns in 4, LOL. But this is Tough Talk Tuesday. Stay tuned in for we're gonna talk about what Sha'Carri Richardson treated fairly in her dismissal from the USA Olympic track team. This second half on Tough Talk Tuesdays. We'll be back.
Boom, 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 boom.
Welcome back to the second half of Game Point Sports.
I'm Robbie the Rocket.
I'm in Good Night.
And no
fingerprints.
Yeah.
We are back for the second half, man. It's Tough Talk Tuesday. You know, man, when we talk about things that are not related to sports, but today we gonna keep related to sports, man. We talk about tough issues that's going on in the world. And today we're gonna talk about Sha'Carri Richardson, the young lady who smoked some weed because her biological mom had died. I mean, to cope with the situation in Oregon, in a place where weed is legal. But it's not legal by the IOC, the I believe it's the International Olympic Committee. So she's banned from the 2021 Olympics. First of all, we already spoke about it. Give me your thoughts, Robbie, since it's been a few days since this news just came out.
I'ma still stick to it, cause some people checked our show out last week, right? Mm-hmm. And they were like, we kind of was a little tough on the girl when we made it sound like she was ignorant for doing stuff. The way we didn't say she was ignorant. But in terms of, we said she has to take full responsibility. And me, I didn't accept the way it was said. You get what I'm saying? I was on a level of, they still trying to bring a woman down. They still trying to find a way to take stuff away from us. You said, man, this could be your dream come true, and you mess up. Now I go back to now thinking now, what I just said last week, they found a way to take that away from that girl, and I feel some type of way even more now than I did then.
And what's your reasoning?
Because it's like, they knew. If somebody inside was like, no. And you gotta think, that the Olympics is the most political committee, political sporting, political everything. It all got to do with politics. Countries with money, countries with this, countries with that. I think that it would have been a disgrace to the U.S., her representing through the countries that they're real strict about. You know, just think she's probably in Korea or somewhere, and that was to happen. Do you really think that they would, do you really think that we'll be hearing this? Do you get what I'm saying, Mikhail? Versus her being in the U.S., we hear it.
But we hear it because she's a U.S. athlete.
She's a U.S. athlete here. Okay. They ain't hearing it
they're hearing it all across the world. Everywhere they have the Olympics, they're hearing it.
Is she representing us as a U.S. person, as a U.S. athlete? It's a dishonor to the U.S., but what she did to all those other countries.
It's not a dishonor
to other countries. Not to the U.S. To us, we don't care.
Why is it a dishonor to them?
Because, no. What I'm saying is, it makes it look like we don't have no honor by letting her run. By letting her run, they're laughing at us. Ha, 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 ha.
I doubt it.
It's a dishonor. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure that every country in the Olympic Games has somebody who is bending the rules to the max.
All countries are.
So the famous line, you're not trying if you ain't cheating, or however it go.
Yeah.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So there's a lot of cheating that's going on. I wouldn't call it dishonor, but I still feel the same way. Miss Richardson should not have broke the rules. She knew better. Go have you a couple shots or something. Have you a couple shots. Don't mess with the marijuana. You save that for after Olympic Games.
Yeah.
I do have a problem with, I know that probably most of the NBA players are probably smoking and maybe not getting tested. How are they passing their tests? I also have a problem with, the biggest thing I have a problem with is that them not allowing her to run in the relay, the 4x100 minute relay. I think that's really a slap in her face. And I think that's where this thing just went racial.
Now, like I say this, that can really ruin a young person's mind, life forever by that. I mean, and then you look at it like, weed is legal, everybody smoke weed, everybody do this, everybody do that. And I know that is wrong. Okay, you can't smoke weed playing basketball. You can't smoke weed playing football. They gonna test you, right? Yes or no? It's not legal. It's not legal in the NBA.
They're not testing in the NBA.
But they're not. We know they smoke.
They're not testing in the NBA.
They ain't. But I'm saying they are smoking weed in the NBA. They're smoking weed in the NFL.
They lessen the penalties in the NFL.
But it's not a rule, so they can do it. So what makes you now college? We all did our thing, played ball, smoked weed. They didn't test us. We didn't get tested in college for weed or nothing. But so that's like college life, kid life. You're in the Olympics. I'm gonna say this: I would have smoked too if I was her. I'm not even gonna lie, because I'd have been like, I'm already smoking weed, so I need to smoke weed, and I'm running, I'm breaking records, but weed is not making me break records. I could be smoking I'm cramping, or my leg hurt, or my thighs hurt, or weed is medicine. You know what I'm saying?
It's not, what I've been reading is not outlawed because it's a performing enhancing drug. It's outlawed because they say that you may have a chance of getting hurt if you're smoking weed before your events.
Phelps, what on Phelps? He still kept all this Olympics. He still got to do everything. Well, girl with the steroids, she's still around.
And her name is and we're gonna talk about runner Shelby Houlihan, the person who claimed she ate a pork burrito and tested positive for steroids. And I believe it was for Nanodrome or Nana something with Nana.
Are you freaking kidding me?
She said she ate a pork burrito, and she appealed, and she's getting the opportunity to run.
Hey, I ain't even putting my money on the U.S. for not going to bat for my girl. I'm taking the Jamaicans to win them relays.
Charged Up Film says it's bogus what they did to her. The girl could have still ran in the relay, and I'm in full agreement with you, Charged Up
Me
Films.
too.
Like, that's when they make it racial. That's when now I know they're taking it too far. Now I know that they're doing exactly way too much. Beforehand, if you're gonna say, hey, you're suspended, you should say you're suspended for everything. How do they even say, hey, you can still eligible to run the 4x100, but you're not eligible to run the 100? So I never really understood that part of it. And then now they don't let her run, so.
But remember I said in the last show, I say, man, she might not even go run. She might not even run.
And pork burrito, she should test high eating that garbage. Charged Up Film says that, hey man, I'm a supporter of the oink oink. So, I eat a piece of bacon around here all day.
Yes, sir.
And Johnny Doe says it sounds racist to him also. I just think, man, I think it went racial when she's not allowed to run the relay. She's still the best. She still has the best time. How is it not unfair to the other people on the relay? How is it not unfair to them? Because if she was running, one of them wouldn't be on the team. If she was running, one of them wouldn't be on the relay.
Political.
One of them wouldn't even be there.
It's political, man. Johnny Doe, yep, it is racist, Johnny Doe. You're right about that, Johnny Does. It is.
And Shelby Houlihan, you know, happens to be, I guess, the complexion for the connection.
I always thought the Olympics was racist too. Do you feel like a sense like some of it?
Well, you've seen when the men held up the fist.
Remember back in the day, was it 82? They boycotted one of them Olympics one year. Years ago with the 80, what was that? 82, 83 Olympics. Los Angeles, I think it was. They boycotted one of them. And they didn't want to run because when the dude put the power to the people, because the Olympics, it's all racist. U.S. don't control a lot of this stuff, and it's not in the U.S. So we don't have no control what's going on over there. Maybe them cats, where's it, Tokyo this year? The Olympics?
Yes, in Tokyo.
Tokyo. Maybe them Tokyo people was like, no, she's not welcome. She can't come here. She's not honored here. You don't know what happened. We gonna find out the inside of it.
I think it's bull crap.
You think it's bull
crap all the way around. Shelly Houlihan, man, she is an American middle distance runner, 12-time All-American at Arizona State University, was a 1,500 meter champion in 2014, made a final in the 5,000 meters in 2016 Summer Olympics, and she's the American record holder in both the 1,500 and 5,000 meter race.
And Bo, Tux, give her a pass, Tux don't Tux, leave her alone.
He said
Tux, you ain't gave her a pass for what though, Tux? Come on, man, Tux, you can't do it like that, man. You see, they took away from that girl, Tux, they got around it. I know she messed up, you gonna stick to your guns. I know she did. We're not saying that, but they ain't gotta take her heart away from her, brother. I mean, this could be our last chance.
I think Tux is like, man, she broke the rule. She broke the rule.
Tux on her helmet, though. Tux ain't feeling her, though.
Nah, because she should know better than that, Robbie. And you should know she should know better.
No. I'm going to tell you, that kind of happened to me, though. It's not a little similar story. I was playing football in college, junior college, little push college. We went to go play in the Humboldt County. Humboldt, you know Humboldt that. And we was like so juiced to go to Humboldt. We gonna smoke when we get up there.
Try it.
We gonna buy some weed. So we get there. So we buy some weed. We go in a room. We smoke in the room like some stupid idiots, 18, 19-year-old kids, stupid, not knowing that room check. The coach is gonna come knock on the door and do room check. They walk in there, funny aftershave, huh? Like, boom, come out the room. The coach meet me in our room at 12 o'clock midnight. So we go in the room, we take 4 seats. First thing I say, man, I had to smoke, man. I smoked. I just told him I smoked. I couldn't lie, he smelled it. So he was like, you 4 don't play tomorrow. But that's just a scenario of, he could have kicked us off that team, but he cared about us more to where he was like, man, y'all ain't playing this game. It was conference, the conference opener. It wasn't preseason now, this was the conference opener. We on TV, everything, and we didn't play. But that was just a life learned lesson. But ever since then, that man that coach never respected me again, because I risk my team for my team, myself smoking weed for my team. I mean, you know? And I get what Tuck's saying to the extent of like, yeah, I take full advantage of that too. I fucked up. I just happened to mess up, and I say, sir, I messed up. I smoked. I worked hard to get on this trip, make sure we got here safely. You know, I just had to release it, smoke one. But I took full responsibility. And that day, like I say, that day he never really respected me again as a football player. He looked at me differently. But I still played under the man, you know, he still gave me run, but it was just that the respect, I lost a lot of respect. And by her, she probably lost a lot of respect for the Olympian guys. That's what I'm trying to go to, the coaches. Like, why would you risk all this risk? Because basically, like, you only care about yourself, you don't care about everybody else on your team. That's how they looking at it. And they might have made a team decision like, man, she can risk our medal, because we win a gold. This thing she win a gold, she tests positive for marijuana, they want to go. Then they take the gold away from the U.S. So it's a lot of avenues, or she could have tested positive again. Remember they said she had to have a clean test. She could have tested positive again and nobody don't know. They're not saying that. So there's a lot of avenues that we just don't know, but...
And I want everybody to slam Mrs. Claire Lehman, the Australian journalist who and founder of the Quillette magazine. She caused a stir with a string of tweets implying that Sha'Carri Richardson may have been popped for marijuana. She also should be suspected of steroid use. I want everybody to go slam Miss Claire Lehman.
Facebook, Instagram, whatever y'all got. Twitter. What is it, Twitter?
Twitter, man. What are you tweeting, man?
Hey, you know I'm old, but I call it Twitter. These ain't got no Twitter. Whatever that shit is.
Let me read the comments. Bo says, cut it out, she fucked up. That was in response to you. Dominic Haynes says, that was just dumb to smoke when you got the greatest moment of your life. Dominic Haynes also states accountability and patience. Bo also says, stupid is as stupid does. She knew better. She just had a lack of discipline. Life's a blessing or a lesson. What side are you on? Hey, Bo, good statement.
Good statement, Bo.
Good statements. I'm with you on that. And my thing is, it's not just, I mean, it is just her. She's the one who decided to talk, breathe it in.
Yeah.
But man, as a true friend, as a true whatever, like if you a friend of hers and you're the one that handed her the weed, you are just as accountable because you should not allow that to happen for whatever reason.
We didn't put no gun in that girl head, though.
No, you didn't put a gun to her head, but
peer pressure is a motherfucker. That's
hey,
what
I'm man. I'm smoking and my people can't smoke, man. And this is the time of her life, man. You not smoking.
Yeah.
You not smoking, not in front of me.
Yeah. I slapped the blunt out your hand, though. I would, though.
Like, what the F are you doing?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what Playboy brother Touch say, man. I slapped you. You ask me one thing. If I ask you to just let me, I don't want to smoke no more, and you see me smoke, slap that out my hand. You know, you my partner. You would be a real partner to do that if you was my partner.
That means you truly care about that person.
We pretty much got to go through blows. You pretty much got to go from blow in order, you know what I'm saying, let the person just go. You know?
And Bo also states that if he was her weed man, he would have never sold her the bag. Hey, I wouldn't have either, man.
I wouldn't.
I'm like, who?
I think he the one sold her that bag. That's why he bit her, because he you know he done fucked up now. You know you done fucked up, Bo.
Don't you?
Bo, you know you done fucked up. You sold her that bag. Now you didn't tell us that, okay?
And, first quarter update of the game today. In the finals, game number 1, you got the Suns up 24-20 over the Milwaukee Bucks.
She was puffing on the shit the same color as the Bucks jersey. She was puffing on the shit the same color.
Man, she was out there in Oregon, so I know she had some bombs.
She had some Bucks jersey. She was puffing that color of the Bucks jersey.
Man.
Type shit.
But,
you know what I mean?
Man, what's your last comments, man? I mean, I really think that it was definitely a bad decision by her. But I believe that she's definitely, right now, not being on the relay team, they really gave her the raw end of the deal. Like, she admitted her faults. She admitted her reasoning. She could have lied the same way that Shelby Houlihan did and said that somebody spiked her drink. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get marijuana. She accidentally ate an edible. She could have did a lot of things, but she decided to tell the truth, and now she's being persecuted for telling the truth. Johnny Doe says pork can make you feel a UA nowadays. He said he's fucked. Johnny Doe, I'm fucked too, man. If that shit
Me too.
Shit, I should be strong, man. I should be strong. I mean, I should be buff if Tessie. And they got this picture of the burrito right now, man. They killing me right now. They're killing me right now. But what's your lasting thoughts before we get up out of here on Tough Talk Tuesday?
Miss Lady, I pray for you. I know you down right now, but stay strong. You'll get back up. And when you had an opportunity again, just don't make that mistake. It was just a maturity thing. Once you'll get a chance again if you truly work hard. Just work hard. The good Lord gonna bless you, and you'll be okay. My prayers go out to you from Game Point as well, Miss Lady.
Hey, yeah, prayers go out. Condolences for losing your mother. And my thing is, my lasting comments are, I don't see anybody in the next 3 years defeating Sha'Carri Richardson in any race. On her way to the Olympics, I see her being undefeated. This is gonna light a fire up under her, and she's not gonna lose a race again. She's gonna be setting a world record, and she's just gonna show you she's just gonna go off.
Shock the world.
She gonna go off.
She gonna shock the world.
She gonna go off.
Yes, sir. Man, it was a good show, brother.
It's always a good show, man.
Fat Fire Fridays, man. Fat Fire Fridays, man. Be fired up.
You got your sucker free hat, you know what I'm saying?
Sucker free. You got the Broncos. You got the Denver Broncos, you know what I mean? You know, with no identity yet, but that's okay.
We do definitely
y'all have identity. When we talk that AFC West, we ain't talk about them old Broncos. Yes, we is. We talk about them goddamn Broncos for sure. But you know, man, good show, brother, man. Love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? What you tell them to say, dude? What you said? How you said?
I'll say here on the Art Network and on Game Point, we like you to like, share, comment, repeat, retweet, and do it all again. We out.
No fingerprints.
No fingerprints.
Yeah.